Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute and I'm back and ready to go full speed ahead with this next tutorial. I am so excited to get this one started. I've been playing around a lot with the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Volume 1 palette and it's been so much fun. There are so many fun colors with so many fun pigments. I've been super into doing kind of half cut creases lately, so I think we're going to do that kind of eye today. But the whole goal is to have this as something that, you know, that's just an easy fall look. Like you can wear this to your Thanksgiving dinner, you can wear this out to any fun fall activity, whether it's apple picking, going to a pumpkin patch. Like we are just going to make this a fun, bright, big-eyed half cut crease look, and I am super excited to get this started. And I'm going to be using a few new Anastasia Beverly Hills products that I've never tried before, so again I'm super excited for that. But just to get started, I'm actually going to start off with my brows. So I'm going to start with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I'm going to use the shade Soft Brown. Just comb out my brows for a moment, and then I am going to use the other end. It's more of a tapered pointed tip, but I'm going to just like run it as a straight line along the bottom of my eyebrow. So I will show you. And then I'm going to hit this top point right here and bring it down to meet our little tail. And then I like to start towards the front. Again, we have our line now. So then I'm going to start up top and just slowly start connecting, and then you're going to use brush-like strokes, just very like hair-like strokes to fill it in towards the center. Pop on the other one real quick. Okay, and then just to set them in place, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. I'm using the shade Taupe. I like to wipe off any excess and then just slowly run it through your brows. It creates much more of like a lifted, youthful look. Okay, and then because I anticipate heavy fallout from these shadows, again, they are really amazing, and I've been playing with them already, so I kind of know how they work. I'm going to go ahead and start with my eye makeup, but I'm going to start by priming using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer, and let me tell you, this is literally my favorite eye primer in the entire world. Like, I've been able to create the most amazing cut crease moments with this primer, and it is definitely my new go-to. So I'm just going to squirt a little bit out onto the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna grab a flat eyeshadow brush from Morphe. This is the JS10. It's the Morphe Jeffree Star brush set, and I'm actually gonna use this to first outline my eyebrow. So I'm gonna run this right underneath the brow to cover over any little eyebrow hairs, and then I'm just going to bring it down and pat it slowly all over the lid to create a very even coat. Okay, and now that we have our thick white base, we're ready for these pigments. So I am obsessed with this palette. It is so gorgeous and so beautiful. All of the colors, you can tell, they're really well thought out, and they're just so so gorgeous. There's such a beautiful range, and they all go together in such a unique way, so it's really been fun for me to travel through these. But as I said, we're going to be doing more of like a fall tone look, so I anticipate using some of these yellows, maybe a little orange, and these browns over here, maybe this little purple moment over here. Again, we'll see. But I think just to start, I'm going to use my JS9 brush from the Morphe x Jeffree Star collab, and I'm going to go right into this shade E3 and put it right in our crease. And this is going to be more of our transition shade, so it's okay if it's just like a little light wash. We're going to be building up the other colors. Okay, and now that we have our light wash of this mustard color, I think I'm going to head just a little bit into this orange right here. It's E2, and then we're just going to add this slightly more into the crease. But again, like, see how these are pigments. These aren't eyeshadows. This is going to give you a lot more pigment than a normal eyeshadow will. Okay, now that we've built up a color, I want to start adding in these browns. So I think I'm going to start with this shade over here. It's called C5. I'm still using the same Morphe Jeffree Star brush. And we're going to taper this kind of more into the corner and bring it only slightly more up into the crease. And then we can just blend it out. And then I'm going to go into this E5 down here, and we're going to just pack this into the outer corner. And then just for a little extra something, I'm going to do just a dab of this black in the very outer corner. And I'm just going to pack it. I'm not going to blend it. And now I'm going to move on to our half cup crease. So again, I'm going to use the same Anastasia eye primer. I'm just going to pump a little bit more onto the back of my hand. I'm going to use the same flat brush that I was working with originally to pat this on. And then I'm slowly just going to start from the front. And that's my inner corner right there. And I'm slowly just going to start tapping to create this cut crease. Okay, and now that I've cut my crease, I'm going to dig into some other colors. I am first going to start with this white. Guys, this white is amazing. It is the most amazing white eyeshadow that I have ever seen, that I've ever used, if I'm being quite honest. I've actually been super into just keeping this inner corner really, really white. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just start tapping the white eyeshadow, and it's going to set everything into place. Okay, and now that we have our super white inner corner, I think that I'm actually going to head into this goldish shade. It's C2 in the palette. And we're just going to kind of create a transition from this white to this glittery gold. Okay, and now that we've created that first transition, I'm going to head into this B2 and create another transition from this gold into this. It's kind of like a shimmery brown, and then from that shimmery brown into this dark brown situation that we have going on here. It's just going to be more of a gradient. So now that I've created the cut crease that I want, I'm going to go ahead and move on to liner. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner. I've never tried this one before, so I'm super excited to see how it performs. It has a really nice pointed tip, so that's exciting. And it seems sturdy. Like, you know, some brushes kind of like flop all over the place when you're trying to do your liner and you're just like, you're really not being helpful right now. Yeah, this does not have that, so that's helpful. But we're going to do just a regular wing. So I'm going to start in this corner. I'm going to draw up. It's about halfway between my eye and my eyebrow. And then I'm going to hit this point right here. We are going to grab it and connect it back. And the other thing that I've really been loved doing lately is just creating a little inner corner with a black liquid liner. It just helps open up the eye and create the illusion that your eyes are larger than they are. Oh, let's go ahead and do that. So my verdict is that I definitely like this liner. It has great control, it has great precision, it's pretty black. I really didn't need to keep dipping it back in, which is usually the problem that I have with liquid liners, so I'm pretty impressed. I'm gonna go ahead and just pop on lashes since I'm here. So today I'm actually using House of Lashes in Iconic Lights. So I'm gonna pop these on and I'll be right back. And now that I popped on lashes, you can see the look kind of comes together. These are just very, very little simple lashes, but they're perfect. They're light, they're feathery. They blend really easily with your natural lashes. So that's all good things. And now we can move on to the rest of our face. So today I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Matte Perfecting Pre-Makeup Base. I'm going to go ahead and just use a little bit on my forehead, a little bit over my cheeks, and then over my chin. And then you can just use your fingertips to blend it in. And this is just going to create a nice matte finish. And next I'm going to just move on to foundation. So today I'm using the Huda Beauty foundation. This is the shade Chai. So I'm just going to pump this directly onto my face. Only 2 or 3 pumps is really all you need. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. 3.5. And then I'm going to use an already damp makeup sponge and just kind of spread this out onto the corners of my face. Okay, and now that we have our base, I'm going to start to build up. So today I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit in the shade Lite. I'm going to be using a concealer brush from Huda Beauty. I'll go into this middle one, which is probably the closest to my concealer shade, and I'm just going to effectively create small V's underneath each of my eyes. This will help cover up any eye bags, and it'll help line up this eyeliner as well as brighten the under eye. I'm gonna run one straight line down my forehead and then create little branches for a highlight, and then just line up where I want my contour to go. I'm going to use the same damp beauty blender that I was working with earlier and just kind of pat everything into place. We are blending right now. Now that I've brightened this up a little bit, I'm going to use our Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder. This is the translucent one. And I'm going to use the same damp beauty blender and just tap right in. And then just slowly tap it underneath the under eye. Okay, and now while we're baking, I'm going to go ahead and finish off this under eye. So we're going back into the Norvina palette, and I'm going to be using this unnamed Morphe brush, but it's basically a very, very tiny pointed brush. I'm going to head right back into this E5 and mix it a little bit with this C5, and then we are just going to use this as the outer under eye shadow. And then I'm going to create more of an ombre effect. So from this brown, I'm going to head in towards almost a blatant orange. So I'm going to mix this orange just a little bit with the C5. And this is going to go on the inner portion. Okay, and now that I finished off this under eye, I'm just going to go ahead and dust away this bake. And now we can bring some heat back into the face. So I'm going to go back into the Anastasia Cream Contour Palette. I'm going to go into this middle contour shade with a Lorac brush. And then I'm going to just slowly create my nose contour. I'm going to outline my lips for a lip contour. I'm going to hit the corners of my forehead on either side. And then my cheekbones. I'm going to contour to slim my chin just a bit, and I'm going to outline my jawline. Now I'm going to use the other end of this Lorac brush just to blend out the contour. And then to set this contour, I'm going to move forward with my Too Faced Sweetheart bronzer. I'm going to grab a tapered contour brush and just kind of outline the places that I hit with the cream. Okay, I think I'm going to add a touch of blush, so I'm going to go into my Morphe blush palette. This is the 8C Cool Pro blush palette. I'm going to be using the shade up here called Sexy, just for like a little flush in the cheeks. And to highlight, I'm going to be using my Fenty matchstick. This one's in Trippin, and I'm just going to very, very lightly use it as a highlight. I can use the damp beauty blender that we were working with before just to blend it out a tad. Okay, now I'm about ready to finish up with my lips. So I'm going to use a Kylie Cosmetics lip pencil in the shade Ginger, just to give us a copper toned outline. Okay, and then in the center, I'm going to be using my Tarteist lip paint. And this is in the shade Delish. So let's go ahead and just tap it in the middle. Okay, Okay guys, this is our final fall glam using the Norvina palette. I'm so excited that I was able to show you guys how these shadows perform and how amazing they truly are. I am absolutely obsessed with the formulation and the palette, and I think that these lashes were the perfect addition. Again, I would love to see you guys try this out for yourself. Please let me know if you enjoyed this tutorial or not. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts, whether you liked it, whether you disliked it, if there's anything that you want to see next time. I have so much fun doing these tutorials for you guys, and I am so grateful to have the opportunity to be able to do this for you guys. And I just hope that you guys have the best week, have the best weekend, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!